heroes, and well met. It's Dungeon Master Joel again, getting you up to speed on everything you may have missed from the last exciting episode. The party had begun their journey to the Elven settlement known as Treetop. Vorlin was leading the way, as he had actually spent some time there during the month that the party was on the run from the Empire. Our heroes' trek was interrupted, though, as they came under attack by Moxley's raiders, a group of fire-obsessed vigilantes who worshipped Sir Moxley, a hero of the Crown Wars and once the greatest fighter in all of the Tragic Kingdom. The raiders were greatly outmatched, and in the end the party even decided to let one of them live in a rare moment of mercy. When our heroes decided to hunker down for the night, Antoine was surprised to discover his brand new magical staff just so happened to contain the spirit of its old owner, the swamp cult leader known as Father Wyatt. We joined the adventure not long after that.
I grabbed the staff and I quickly put it back in my bag before the spirit wakes up.
He's snoring right now, Father Wyatt. You know, being a former cult leader, he's a real deep sleeper. I fucking love trees.
We're gonna have to find a way to mute this staff.
I mean, putting it in the bag sure helps. All right, so after dealing with your Father Wyatt problem, you hitch back up the horses and you keep on the way you're going. You head on for a few more hours, and it's around noon when you begin to near the structure that you know to be Treetop. Traffic actually picks up considerably all around you. You see several massive oak trees that almost blot out the sun. They're so huge, almost like unnaturally huge. Vorlin, because you had been here before, you know to look up because that's actually where the city of Treetop is, crazy enough, connected by a bunch of rope bridges and opulent tree houses.
Okay. Does Vorlin know kind of an access way into the tree system?
Yes, it's a very interesting tree system. You have to walk through what is basically a wood elf tent city. Treetop is home to all sorts of elves, wood elves, dark elves, high elves, the whole thing. Everyone kind of lives here, and old ancient world grudges are mostly forgotten about. In fact, the tent city actually kind of has extra meaning to you now because you met the Buck brothers, two runners for the Balor gang, and they said that they sent money back here. And it looks like the Wood Elves are kind of doing their own thing. They're kind of living a more hippie, close-to-earth experience below the actual city itself. But yeah, you got to walk through their tent city to get to a series of vine pulleys and a big wooden elevator platform.
Okay. Yeah, so let's head that way. But as we're doing this, and the closer and deeper we get into familiar territory, Vorlin is definitely kind of very noticeably staring at the ground and not making eye contact with anybody.
Alrighty then. Ooh, yeah. Character stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
You make your way to the elevator, and you notice that you're not the only group that has arrived here. You see many other travelers who you can only assume are also here for the wedding. You all get aboard, you all kind of knock the outside, and slowly but surely you start the long ascent up. And you're in the elevator long enough that you actually start taking notice of the people that you're sharing the elevator with. You see a group of dwarves in brown, spiky leather armor with a picture of an angry black boar on the back. Their hair is all shaved into mohawks, and they have many facial tattoos. You see a group of beastmen, all dressed like sailors, complete with blue frock coats, eye patches, peg legs, and gold teeth. And finally, the last group you see is a very strange group of humans. They all wear frilly shirts, hats with feathers in them, as well as creepy gold-colored Venetian masks like something out of Eyes Wide Shut.
I want to follow the orgy people.
Yeah. Really. And
I would also like to see Corbin, Captain America, everybody in this elevator.
Yeah, really. Oh, that would be the time for it. Yeah, you ride up silently. Do you attempt to make any conversation with any of these people, or do you roll an insight and/or history to try and learn a little bit more about them, or are you just strangers in an elevator?
I asked the Beastmen pirates if they've found the One Piece yet. So.
They the lady Tabaxi, who's a smoky color of gray, she kind of looks at you for a little bit and then laughs wholeheartedly. Hey, that's a good one. Old pirate joke. You're all right, mountain man.
See, the mountains and the sea respect each other, so.
As do Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Real life me wouldn't talk to anybody, especially a stranger, in an elevator. But I guess story me is gonna ask just a general what's going on to the people around me.
The eyes wide shut party kind of like crank their heads like, you know, they were dogs trying to understand stuff. They don't say anything to you, but they're definitely like, wow, you're weird even by our standards. Holy shit. And the dwarves kind of, you know, like humph under their breath and kind of turn away from you.
Well, this is what I fear would happen talking to strangers in real life, so that's why I avoid it.
Yeah. So anything else, or does the elevator reach its destination?
I'm gonna follow the orgy people because there's definitely gonna be food where they're going.
Okay, so after a good long ride, you eventually do reach the top of the treetop, basically. The elevator opens up and you see a very official-looking little elf with a scroll. He's there to meet you, and one by one, he asks every person who steps out to see their invitation for the wedding.
Which one of us had the invitation, by the way?
I'm imagining...
Oh, God, did we forget it?
I thought I did.
Yeah,
No,
I'm doing the whole, like, I'm checking pockets right now. Wait, hold on.
You definitely still have it. Again, Vorlin, I think you were the last one to read it on the boat, so you have it.
Okay.
Yeah, one by one, all the different...
You find it literally the second before my fist punches this guy's face. I'm like, oh, we have it? All right.
Wait, hold on. I got it. Here we go.
So yeah, one by one, each member of these different parties comes out and shows their invitation. As you thought, all these people are wedding guests. When it eventually comes your time, the little guy, he reads your invitation. All right then, Shaw Layfield, +2. Which one of you is Shaw Layfield?
Yes.
Yes, you, sir. I mean, you don't look like a Shaw Layfield,
We
but
both shove Antoine in front of us.
Yeah.
but you
The
know,
one in the robes.
But you know what? I honestly don't get paid enough to do this shitty job. So, tell you what, feel free to come right on in, but before you do, be sure to leave all your weapons here in this crate. Strangers are not allowed to bring weapons into Treetop.
But I'm not a stranger. You know me. I'm Rob Liefeld, or whatever you said.
I just met you, sir, and even though I'm not paid enough to check into this any further, let's just say the bride's family was very, very clear on this matter that outsiders were not allowed to bring weapons.
All right, fine. I'll leave my weapons here, but you're going to hear from the lawyers of Jerry Seinfeld, I guarantee you.
All right, so here's the thing about weapons, actually. Corbin, because you took a thing in Monk, you do 1d4 damage. It's just without your gauntlets. You can't do elemental stuff. Antoine, you are a Catman, so you can do 1d4 claw damage, and you don't need it to cast spells. So, So you're actually pretty good. What is it? Vorlin, you have your breath weapon, but you also, many episodes back, bought an invisible dagger, which they cannot take away from you. So you can also do 1d4 slashing damage plus dexterity.
I was going to just ask if I can, like, totally do some sleight of hand with my rapier or something to try to hide it.
You can do that if you want, but know that no matter what you do, you also have a holdout dagger.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some sleight of hand and try to sneak a weapon in.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand.
Ooh, that's a 17 plus 7.
Okay, he pats you down with his eyes. This little official elf guy. All right, you seem fine, I guess. Go ahead.
Sweet.
So with that, you are ushered into the city itself, and you open up to what is basically the big town square. The streets of Treetop are unlike anything you've ever seen before. All the buildings are made from reclaimed wood or inside already living trees. Animal and monster skins are being tanned outside. This seems to be very much a hunting-based economy, where High Morin was a very farming-based economy. All manner of fruits magically grow from trees, including exotic elf fruits that you've never seen before due to the aid of magic. Elves also ride around on giant trained butterflies to reach the higher levels of the city. And instead of alleys, they have little vine bridges. All sorts of merchants are rushing around you and trying to sell stuff to the new people. Two women stick out to you. They are very tall, almost Amazonian elf women in dark purple robes, and they actively try and sell flowers to every one of these very scary folk who has stepped out of the elevator, including you. And one of these ladies approaches you. "Ah, here for the wedding, are you? Would you like a flower, perhaps?"
No, I'm good.
All right.
You know what? I'll take one.
Ah, all right. That'll be 2 gold. And she.
Oh my God.
Hustle.
Okay, fine.
I promise I grow these myself. They're truly beautiful elven lilies, and indeed they are pretty pretty. They're purple like her robe.
I'm not built for the big city, fellas. I get rolled like this every time.
And
Yeah.
So yeah, they do their business there, and they kind of bow and curtsy and just kind of leave you to your business. Also, too, here, I wrote so much shit for this. The main street is lined with many shops, some with names you actually recognize, like the Speedy Caravan Company that Lil Skip worked for, the place that definitely seemed to be moving ingredients for the Good Barrels grog operation. There's also the Three Leaf Armory, where all the weapons the Good Barrels and Knowles used against you probably came from. They even have their own Centaur Gym's location in the city. Fucking chains, man.
All right, can we buy weapons at the weapon shop now that we're past the coat check?
You can definitely try if that's something you want to do.
I feel like I'm just gonna be blowing money.
Just
impulse shopping.
I should say, too, they took the chest full of weapons and everything they took off everyone else who came through. Oh, all those other groups were armed to the teeth, by the way, in case you were wondering, which is very interesting. And they took the crate full of weapons and they put it in like a little guardhouse by the elevator.
Okay. So we should probably make note of that, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure we know where all the weapons are. So is there like... I'm trying to figure out... So... Are we heading into the reception, or are we still kind of...
The wedding is still in a couple days. Everyone has just kind of showed up here to get situated for it. Most of the parties that you saw, they walk down the street and they all go into a place called the Crimson and Clover Lounge. And in fact, on your invitation, you read the back of it and says, all guests will be put up for the night at the Crimson and Clover Lounge.
Okay, so should we explore the city a little bit, guys, or do you want to head straight over to the lounge because you guys want to get wedding wasted?
Is there a way we can find the groom and the groom's party? Because I'm sure they're getting turned right now. Still a couple of days for the wedding.
You can do whatever you want. It's
D&D. It's D&D.
I mean, let's go drink at this bar. Maybe the groom and his groomsmen will show up and we can link up our parties. You know what I mean?
I have a flow shot of events. The groom, by the way, it didn't actually say the name of the groom on the paper. It just said the wedding of Miss Athena Taven, who you know to be one of the twin leaders of the Elven Triad. She runs it with her brother Orion. And the wedding talked about just her getting married, and it just said guy, just groom. For some reason, his name wasn't even on the invitations.
Hey, it's her day.
Yeah, good point. Shoot. So we're at the wedding. We're crashing it. Yeah. Does anyone remember what we're here at the wedding for?
No, I didn't want to say anything, but I've completely forgotten.
You're looking for the gargoyle, this mystery figure who seems to be pulling the strings of all the people in High Morin, someone who seems to have ties to the Empire who wants you killed.
Yes, okay, the gargoyle.
Okay.
So that's
I came here to network.
Yeah.
You were pretty sure that the gargoyle was going to be a guest here, and if nothing else, all the shit that's been rolling downhill at you has pretty much all come from here.
Okay. Let's shoot. So there was the lounge, and where else could we go?
There's the Speedy Caravan Company that Lil Skip worked for. This was the company that was moving all the ingredients for the Good Barrels, so clearly there might be something there to go on. And then there's the Three Leaf Armory, all the weapons that they were attacking you with, both the Good Barrel clan and the Knowles, and even the cages that the Knowles were kept in, all came from here.
Okay, so let's start exploring those places because we're gonna get some time. We're gonna do some reconnaissance.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's hit the first spot.
It's a city of adventure. Which first
Yay.
spot?
Not the weapon place, the one before that.
Oh, okay, the caravan place.
Yeah, through the caravans.
Okay, so you stand outside the Speedy Caravan Company, and it truly lives up to its name. They got a lot of runners coming in and out with packages, both all over the city and with actual caravans moving out there. You make your way inside there, and you see a very loud, very boisterous elf there. In fact, he's a lot fatter and rotund than elves usually are. Everyone else in the city has kind of got like an 80s new wave thing going on, but this dude's got like a skullet, and he's wearing like a big brown overcoat with fur around the rim, and he is just shouting at everyone. You have a very deep fucking voice like this. Hey, you get over here. Those packages gotta move tonight. So help me God, I will show you the back of my hand. And where is Skip? I sent him out several days ago, and he's not back yet.
Is there any way to kind of like perceive that this is totally? Is there any like distinguishing marks from our previous encounters that this is definitely where those shipments were coming from?
Roll an investigation with advantage, because again, this is a very cluttered office.
Okay, so we're definitely going to roll a second time because that was a 1. I rolled 1 twice in a row.
Okay, well,
Whoa.
well, here's the thing. Vorlin probably didn't need to roll for this because you see wall-to-wall crates all over the place, each of which having the logo on them of the Krathhelm Family Crate Company, a.k.a. your family business.
Thank you, Joel, for saving face for me.
Of your parents.
But
So, yeah.
what does it mean?
Exactly, as you look forward to it, I just don't understand. These are the same crates that the Good Barrels had in their grog operation. These are the same crates that had all the ingredients in it. And again, your parents being Dragonborn are from the Empire, so these crates and what was in it probably came from those damn bastards in the Empire.
Again, my character is still just not as engaged as he normally is. Like, he's just kind of noticing the surroundings, notices that he recognizes this crest, and again, is just really avoiding making eye contact.
At this point, the big boisterous elf, he zeroes in on you, and he narrows his eyes at you completely, and again, his voice is down here and stuff. The hell do you three want?
I definitely motion to the other guys to talk. Make someone else take this conversation.
I'm like, what's poppin', Slim?
Crates. I'm sending crates and letters and everything else. Are you picking up or are you sending out? Time is money.
Time is money.
Hello. I believe that you have a package for me.
All right. What's the name?
Mr. Burns.
What's your first name there, Mr. Burns?
I don't know. That was a long way for a Simpsons joke.
I love every second of this.
No, okay, I actually would tell him, okay, I'm sorry. Does anybody watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Yes.
Oh, of course. I'm doing a rewatch right now.
I'm picturing that scene where Armstrong and the really buff, like, silent husband guy just meet each other and they just, like, stare each other down and rip their shirts off and start flexing.
For the record, you are much more built than this guy. He is kind of rotund, which again is weird for elves. He's a bit.
So eating competition is
that's just thick muscle.
That's just thick muscle. Rotund is just muscle under fat, is all. Okay. I'm going to ask about the robots, because these are the guys who deliver the robots. You had someone make a delivery recently. I want to know who sent the delivery.
He kind of clams up for a little bit and is silent for about 15 seconds, and he opens up his mouth again. I can't talk about the stuff I ship, shipper patient confidentiality. Haven't you ever heard of it? We take that really seriously in Treetop, and then he pounds the table like J. Jonah Jameson.
I immediately leap at him with the invisible dagger and put it right to his neck, and I say, we need these answers now.
Are you leaping at me with something? What do you got? I don't see nothing.
And I just kind of slowly just press it against his neck.
All right, you do that, and he winces a little bit, and because you're like eyes to eyes with him right now, his vision narrows again. He's like, "Hey, wait a second, I know you.
No, you don't. No, you
Why'd
don't.
you do
And this
that,
dagger,
guy?
and this dagger definitely means you don't know me.
You're that Crathhelm kid. You were slumming
And
it
I
here a month
start
ago.
pressing the dagger more into his neck,
I could go. Okay.
warning him to shut up.
Okay, you know what? If you are who I think you are, and I'm not saying you are, maybe we could do a little business.
This man has so much fat around his neck that you just keep pressing in, but he keeps talking and nothing happens.
Great.
You can't see it, but I'm starting to get
It's
like,
a hard
nervous
counter.
inside. I'm like, God, how much longer is this going to take?
There's a thick stream of gravy coming out at this point of his
Right.
neck.
You were never near my throat.
He's got a lot of frog throats and a lot of chins, so Antoine might actually be onto something with that, actually.
Well, so what kind of business could we do?
Well, I tell you what, maybe you put in a good word with
He
the
just slowly
folks.
takes the dagger away after he realizes it's not working. So we can do business, you said?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Look, I'm a businessman here. Gold talks, everything else walks. So, how about this? You put in a good word with the parents folk. Maybe get me a good discount on my next crate shipment. There, the overhead on this shit's really killing me, and maybe I can help you out. Yeah, he sits down in his chair at this point.
Okay. Oh, shoot, I don't know where to go with this. Which is something you're not supposed to say in D&D.
I mean, you're the one he knows. Like, he wants to do business with you. I'm just here waiting to do my next bump of old PCP.
Okay.
So peek behind the curtain, everyone. Before we started this week, I'm like, hey, Kurt, figure out what your relationship is to your parents in character, because it might come up at one point.
Yeah,
That time is now.
and I have taken notes. Again, I'm just saying, look, I might need you. I'll definitely put the word in for you, but you got to be silent. You never saw me here. And if anyone starts asking about me, deny it up and down. And then I take a gold coin, and I just kind of slowly place it in his pocket as I pull the blade away from him after layers and layers and layers of fat that apparently didn't do any damage. And
That wasn't a pocket.
yeah,
No.
oh god.
You should have put it in its mouth like Lex Luthor in a Jolly Rancher.
He,
It's like this weird coin purse that I've created in his neck. And I'm basically trying to buy his silence. And now we've got somebody we can talk to.
Yeah, he takes the coin out, he bites it a little bit, and he laughs, shaking his jowls like Jabba the Hutt. You're my kind of scum, all right.
Sweet. Guys, I finally have my Han Solo moment. Feel good.
At which point he says, meet me in my office. His voice keeps changing. He gets fatter and fatter.
Jay sounds like Nixon.
Blah, sorry, there's a chicken bone in my throat.
All right, I guess we follow into his office.
Yes. Which there are many chicken bones from many half-eaten meals.
Okay. So then definitely I ask him like, so what do you propose?
Oh, what do you want to know?
Where are these shipments? Who's ordering these shipments to be sent out?
Oh, well, there's the Elven Triad doing most of it. Fella named Dex. He's, what is it? He's Orion's, is his henchman, basically. He's his right-hand man. I deal with him mostly. Sending lots of weird shit, ingredients and stuff. I knew none of it was legal, but fuck it, gotta make some gold somehow, right?
Okay. I'm gonna try to take notes so that we don't have to ask what we're doing here next time.
Good call.
And I know how to write Elvish Triad. Nice.
There you go.
Okay. So, guys, is there anything you want to know?
Is the gargoyle connected to the Elvis Triad?
It would seem to be, yeah. The gargoyle would seem to be here at the wedding with beard to Treetop. You don't know. Maybe the gargoyle is someone in the Elven Triad. You're not sure. You know the leaders' names of the Elven Triad, but the gargoyle sounds like a real fucking fake name. That's some pen name.
I was going to say, so should we ask, like, I'm going to ask him, like, do you know anything about the gargoyle?
I've seen the name written down a bunch, but, sounds genuinely fake to me, like someone trying to protect their identity. Admittedly, it's not Orion and Athena style, especially not lately.
So do you think he's connected with the Triad, or is the Triad not even quite aware of him?
I mean, they're definitely moving shit for him, no doubt about it. Deck's always coming in with shipment, stuff to Highmore, and shit all over the place. In fact, he digs around in his desk and he pulls out several envelopes. These were supposed to go out next week, actually. And he hands them to you.
Okay, so cool. Thanks for the free shit. That was hard.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Have we considered the possibility that the gargoyle is an actual gargoyle?
It's D&D, so it's possible.
Yeah.
Stone in the daytime comes to life at night, wronged by humanity. I like where you're going with this.
Sweet.
I mean, every gargoyle I met had a normal name, but you know. Maybe he doesn't believe in labels.
Usually something New York based, I'm sure.
There you go.
Do you like low key? You can be honest with us? Do you ever ship like weapons out of here?
Oh fuck yeah! All sorts of weapons from the armory, big shipments.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but do you ever sell some off the top, like that the armory doesn't know about?
I don't know. Let me check the crates, see what I got going on. And he has some short swords in there, some long swords, basically all the shit that the good barrels were armed for. This is probably the last of their shipment.
All right,
I had it, boys.
I'm gonna take me one of these here short swords. And
where are these shipments going to?
Oh, all over the place, mostly to Highmore. And the Triad and the Balor gang, they hate each other, have hated each other for a long time. I assumed it was probably part of some sort of big gang war shit, but who could say for sure with these gang types? Again, Athena and Orion, they've been acting more erratic than usual.
What do you think is
Do you have any cases full of weapons that may not have been claimed yet because, let's say, the people they were going to might have been killed?
Are you trying to tell me something? I mean, well, you're in luck because Dex already fucking paid me for them, so you know.
Oh, then ship these to this address. It's our party barge.
Oh, fuck yeah then. That's well, you know, normally I charge you, but we're all friends here right now. And again, Mr. Cratham's gonna put in a good word with me, with the folks. Maybe get me a reduced rate.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, no skin off my ass. Might as well send them somewhere.
Care of Scrunch. You know Scrunch?
Yeah.
I have not had the pleasure.
Oh, dude, you're
Oh,
for
pleasure's
a
the
treat.
right word.
Yeah, there you go.
He sounds like
man,
a god
you got
amongst
lot,
men.
He's a party. He is a party.
So, you guys want to know anything else? I mean, I probably will have to get back to work eventually. If you don't crack the fucking whip around here, you got mouthy little orphans like Skip.
Yeah, we've met Skip.
Yeah.
By the way, the last shipment that Skip sent out, where did it come from?
Again, came via Dex, but I can only assume with these Imperial boxes here, probably came via the Empire. They probably smuggled it in and then gave it to me to ship.
All right, last one. We'll let you go. Do you know where Dex is?
Dex? I mean, he's a runner for Orion, and with the wedding going on, he's probably doing all sorts of shit. He's probably around town somewhere. Can't miss him. Real metrosexual-looking motherfucker.
Wait, he's at the
I'm
wedding?
going to assume that he makes most of his shipments at midnight.
I mean, you know, he's a gangster, so, you know, he just kind of comes whenever he wants and everything. I haven't seen him since that last shipment a couple weeks ago out to Highmore, and with the weird set of armor.
What kind of armor?
Oh, no, shit I'd never seen before, covered in spikes.
Okay.
Time before
Like-
that, there was a big
like
big
Oakland
bronze one,
Raiders
too.
fan.
Yeah, literally. They always had me sending out weird pieces of armor and everything. Shit creeped me out, to be honest.
Gentlemen, are we satisfied?
Yeah,
I think we found all of our answers.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, we now have a shipment of weapons coming to our place.
Yeah, there you go.
Push
Perfectly.
this coffee cup off the desk on my way out.
We're even recruiting weapons whenever we have a chance.
At this point, the big fat alpha's like, "That's not cool, man. I was drinking that."
This whole world's gonna work for us. I say as I
Yeah,
walk
it's
out.
so cool.
Oh, great.
All right.
More gangsters.
All right, so thank you. Here's my gold. Shut the fuck up. You didn't see me. Deny everything if anyone asks about me.
I always do.
I want to
Fantastic.
get to the point where we start like affecting local politics and shit.
It's gonna be
I
so
want to have
good.
a couple of politicians in our pockets.
Naturally. So yeah, so you got a wealth
guys.
of information.
Guys, where else do you want to go?
I'm good. That was all I knew.
There's still the armory where the weapons actually came from, and maybe the armor too. You're not exactly 100% sure. And the Crimson and Clover Lounge, where all the wedding guests seem to be meeting up at the moment.
Is there a tailor here, like somebody that can infuse magic into something?
You could
'Cause
probably.
I'd like to boost up this here sword real quick before we continue.
You'd probably want to go to the armory to do that.
All right. Well, majority rule, so whatever you guys want to do, I'm on board with. But I also would like to go infuse the sword with some get right.
So
I'm cool with the armory then.
Yeah, let's do that because we still have a couple of days in this land, right?
Yeah, you do. You got a couple days to kill. So, all right, you make your way to the Three-Leaf Armory, and you see the logo above the window that you've seen stamped on all of the weapons that have been used against you so far. They are 3 leaves together in basically a triangle, and that triangle is in a circle. And this place doesn't look too busy at all right now.
Oh, the 3 leaves is for 3 leaves. Okay, neat. I'll take a picture.
Oh, you put that on medieval Instagram. Everyone loves it.
Ye old clout.
All right, so you walk your way in there, and you see a fairly young, but again, they're elves, so it's hard to tell, wood elf sitting behind the counter. The smelters and the forges are working in the background. Again, everyone here looks like, they're part of some sort of friggin' 80s new wave band. This guy's got like a platinum blonde bowl cut going on right now and a very Roman nose.
I guess. Wait, so you don't want people still don't want people knowing it's you, right?
No,
Orlin?
I would really prefer that you guys start doing more of the talking because, like, I want to go to the armory and really let Corbin start like hunting down the armor and like its origins. But as far as like the shipping thing was concerned, the guy recognized me, and I really was not cool with that.
Yeah, you did spend a month here.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I walk up to the front desk, lean against it. I'm like, "What's poppin', Chief?"
The fella begins to open his mouth there, and he has a very sad, forlorn voice, but he's trying to be happy and be chipper. Oh, hello, sir. Welcome to the Three-Leaf Armor. You must be in town for the wedding.
New wave kids. This is his baseline mood. All right.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm in town for the wedding. I'm gonna cut to the skinny of this steak sandwich here. I'm here to see the goods. You know what I'm talking about, buddy.
His eyes kind of start bulging in his head, and I was like, I don't know what to tell you, sir. I don't know what they've been saying about me, but I promise I run an above board business here. I swear it.
I'm not looking for your above board business. I'm looking for your actual business. Now we can play this game. I can smack you around. My homie can smack you around. Don't pay attention to my other homie over there. He's a ghost.
Yeah.
All right. My man's not even here right now. So
this really affects him. He legitimately looks like he's about to cry at this point because you 100% have his number. He then lifts the little divider on the counter behind him, and he comes out. But he doesn't walk out, though. He rolls out. This guy is in some manner of medieval wheelchair. But not just any medieval-looking wheelchair. The metal on it looks very familiar to the same stuff that was on the bronze golem.
Well, I feel kind of bad for you know what? Fuck it. Double down on my threatening him.
All right, what do you say to him now that you know that he's in a wheelchair?
This changes nothing. The shipments, the weapons. I want to know about your actual business here.
I didn't want to do any of it. The Triad, they made me do it. They control everything. In Treetop, if you don't work for them, they'll hurt you. They'll do this to you.
So we have to burn down an entire society.
That's what I'm picking up, dude.
I'm okay with that. I like where your head's at.
I believe it or not, I actually ended up better than the others. The other people who go against the Triad, who refuse them, they get sent to the Hot Rock and they're never seen again.
That sounds like a nice nightclub.
Where's the Hot Rock?
Yeah.
No one knows. It's a secret prison. It's where they keep everyone. That's how people work for them.
How do you know about it?
Well, because they tell people
forcing
about it.
your criminals in prison to work for you is basically modern day slavery, and I'm very much opposed to that. So, I mean, really, any society that would do that is incredibly fucked up. So,
They have all sorts of people there. Powerful barons, politicians, their loved ones, locked up in the Hot Rock. They're never seen again. They're so evil, Athena and Orion.
All right, Wills, here's what we're gonna do. Here's the skinny. You're gonna get it. You're gonna hand us over some weapons. We're gonna break down this here society. Maybe make you king. How's that sound, Bran?
Fucking Bran. And he was Bran the Builder.
Yeah. Who has a better story than you, dog?
Actually, my name is Yorick, but if you could actually do that, everyone would be so grateful.
Yeah, but I need you to like deck us out. If we're gonna go against your society, I need to go in like Iron Man. You feel me?
They can't know it was me. There's no telling what they would do if they know that I supplied you.
I mean, nobody in my crew's a snitch.
All right, then.
although I would like to know, you supply armor. Did you supply a really spiky set of armor to anyone?
At this point, he's kind of face-palming himself, and he's like, oh God, I knew those things were no good. I knew they were from the devil themselves. Please tell me they didn't kill anyone.
No, we killed it. But seriously, was it so we can murder them?
At this point, he goes under his desk and he pulls out like a little sheet of paper. It was a few months ago. Dex from the Triad, he came and told me I had to assemble this thing for him, this horrible armored monstrosity. I had no idea where it came from or why. I suppose, though...
It was good to finally have my eternal rival have a name.
There you go. Well, to which he says that I don't think Dex actually built it. Clearly someone had supplied him with it, but it was some sort of weapon, some sort of project. I hated every second of it, and then he starts to look down at his chair. I was sure to help myself to a little off the top to build this device I'm rolling around in right now. So something good came of it, if nothing else.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, you have a really rich, deep backstory. Anyway, when do you make connections with Dex?
He comes in whenever he wants. He's a gangster. He keeps his own weird schedule. I haven't seen him in the last couple weeks, what with the wedding ramping up and everything. And even before that, things were really tense amongst the Triad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't really help us nearly as much as I was hoping. So, well, all right. In that case, eventually you're going to have to learn something. So we're here for a few days. We'll keep checking back in with you, and you keep us updated.
All right.
And if we can get this entire society burned down before the wedding, then King?
Yeah.
King, I guess. That was the idea.
Yeah.
King?
I never thought of a life in politics, but I mean, I certainly can be doing better than these beasts and charlatans. Also, if it helps.
We don't care. We don't care if you could do better. Gonna be honest with you.
Well,
Really, at this point, it's vote against Dex no matter who. So we're fine.
Never Dex over here.
Well, now that I know that you're on my side and that you can help, maybe this would be helpful. Miss Athena of the Triad, she's being forced into this wedding. Her brother Orion is making her do it. It was a big fight over in the lounge about 6 weeks back. There was a small civil war that was quashed there. Somehow Orion, he was always the muscle of the operation, but it seems that someone is helping him, some outside force, and he was able to pretty much steal the gang completely out from under his sister, and now he's marrying her off.
We should go kill this guy too, yeah?
Yeah, so where do we find them?
the Tavens, the sister, Athena, she hasn't been seen since the Civil War was quashed. No one knows where she's at right now. And as far as the brother,
Oh my God, does anyone in this town know where anyone is?
Yeah, dude, you're in everybody's business and you have nobody's locations, my guy. You got to get out of the shop.
it's hard to get around. And then he rolls his wheel a little bit and looks sad.
You want some ecstasy, my guy? You seem bummed. I got ecstasy on me.
I mean, it can't make me feel worse. Yeah,
It can make you feel a lot better, actually.
yeah, he does a little bump and he says there, Orion, no one knows where he's been the last few weeks. He's working on some sort of special project.
Right, now we got this kid rolling twice as hard.
Is he ever? You ever just think about life, guys? You ever just think about it? Oh man, I'm gonna go work with all these hot forge tools right now.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, have fun. Just be yourself. It's about freedom of expression. Just stay hydrated.
All right.
Cool.
Well, that guy's gonna have fun. I feel good. We did a good deed today,
Yeah,
you
we're
guys.
helping him,
Yeah, we're
right?
gonna make him king. You
Yeah.
want to affect politics?
Yeah.
And you sure?
I mean, we'll have a
did.
king in our pocket, and we can run Treetop in no time. And when we get the drugs from the
Oh,
last
I
town we
like-
were in,
I like where your head's at. Yes,
Yeah.
we are getting involved in politics.
yeah.
I
I mean, it's
love
to further my growing drug trade, which I'm gonna get off the ground when I actually go back to that guy's house and like his stash house and get those drugs. I haven't forgotten. I never forget.
And you're taking over. This is what it's like when worlds collide. All right, so you got a ton of great information about the Elven Triad. They run everything here. They have a secret prison that they use to control people. What is it? The sister and the brother haven't been seen for a little bit, and the sister is clearly very much being forced into a marriage that she wants nothing to do with.
But they're also making a very big deal about the fact that she's the one that's getting married because she's the only name on the invitation.
Yeah, which again,
Yeah.
which you feel is
Wait,
probably...
do we not even know who she's getting married to?
Nope,
Yeah.
no, you don't yet. Which
Yeah.
again, you feel now that you know that this is a forced marriage, this is probably like, we'll find a guy later, just get her out of my fucking hair.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally The Graduate her wedding. I want to come in at the most dramatic moment.
I object. So, the last place you have is the Crimson and Clover Lounge.
Let's do it.
All right.
Time to get turned.
So,
So we get turned.
you leave that shop there. You make your way to the Crimson and Clover Lounge there, where all the revelers that you met from the elevator, they're drinking and reveling now, and eating and having a good time. You see one very poor, overtaxed elven woman. She's got like a crimson pink bob, and she's dressed like a librarian, and she is running basically single-handedly, checking people in at the front desk, getting food, and she's having a rough time of it.
Is this one of those joint bachelorette parties?
Again, some of the people you see there, the groups were indeed co-ed, but you can't be sure.
Lame.
But she definitely looks like Antoine's type. So you probably should go do his thing.
Does
She's
she
got
have a heartbeat? She's Antoine's type. Don't show Antoine how to party.
she has Manic Pixie Dream Girl written all over her.
Antoine, you have your kryptonite. I go over. I start talking to her.
Hi, just a second. If you're checking in, go to the front desk. I'll help you out right away. I just have all these mugs of mead that I need to give out, and this is so overtaxing. I'm so charmingly befuddled.
Like, all right, baby, I'll talk to you when you got some free time. And I do like the wink and the guns, and I slide back over to my homies, and I go, no dice.
So by the time she's done serving everyone, she very haggardly moves back over to the front desk. Yes, I'm James. Welcome to the Crimson and Clover Lounge. I assume you're checking in for the wedding, yes?
Yeah, that'd be us. And whatever his name is, Rob Liefeld.
Right? Yeah,
I think you
Bob
meant
Steinfeld.
I think you meant Shaw Layfield. Sure, we'll just put that right
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
there.
Seinfeld. That's what I said.
Hot
Yes.
coleslaw.
Yes, you have one room with 3 beds upstairs. Here's the key. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. Everything is on the house. She wipes her brow there quite nervously. Thanks to the bride's family.
Oh, open bar wedding. God, yes.
You got a menu? We have not eaten in a while. Is this a food and drinks establishment, or is this just drinks?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We have everything here. We have mutton. I can't believe it's not mutton. We have grog light, La Croix. We have everything.
Let me get some of these jalapeno poppers and a Labatt Blue.
Yes. Coming right up again. I'm sorry for the wait. I'm running this place all on my own. If you can't tell.
Life story, huh?
Listen, we already have enough backstories from people today. I want you to take your mutton, dunk it in the mead, then dunk it and roll it around in egg and some breadcrumbs, and fry that up.
What do you call this new creation, sir?
Beer battered mutton.
You know, if this takes off, I might actually be able to hire some employees and maybe show my stupid brothers and sisters wrong.
You're
story
welcome.
Again.
Life story.
Fucking Joel wrote it, and he's gonna pepper it in wherever he can.
So while we're doing this, can I do a perception roll about what else is around in the Crimson Clover?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. Oh, thank God, a 14. I can't fight for shit, but I can do perception rolls.
All right, so
14 plus.
So everyone at all these tables are drinking a lot. They clearly had like an hour head start on you, and they're, reveling, and they're super, super loud, not hiding their conversation at all. You pick up very quickly from these three different parties here. These three parties are the Beastmen Pirates, the Black Boar Riders, and the Golden Syndicate. These are the three other major gangs of the Tragic Kingdom.
Sweet.
Or at least representatives of them. Some of them are like, man, can you believe this gig? We actually got sent to a wedding. Boy, this sure does beat breaking legs, but we still might do it anyway, right, boys?
I smell a battle royale coming up.
Oh, yeah. No, you just got to throw a chair. Gang start wilding out.
So yeah, they're drinking there at the pirate table. They again tell the story that you remember hearing. It's kind of a bawdy joke that you heard back in the Velvet Touch in Highmore. It's like, can you believe Athena is marrying someone who's not her brother? Ha ha, you heard all the stories there. They were a lot closer than, twins should probably be. Also, wasn't there a third guy in the triad? Whatever happened to him? Oh, I heard he walked in on them together and Orion killed the shit out of him, and now it's only two.
God, this family's fucked up. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, you hear all sorts of stuff. You also hear that the groom is a fella by the name of Garp. He is a frogman, a silk merchant from the Empire, and he's going to be the last to show up because he has the farthest to travel, him and his group, and they have the suite.
Oh, they're gonna kill Garp, aren't they? They're gonna officialize this wedding, and then they're gonna kill Garp. So that's a frogman who done nothing to nobody.
For real. You also notice, too, near the back, kind of surveying everything, some fellas in green and silver chainmail, and they overhear the story about the incest twins, and they kind of get upset about it. They look kind of unhappy. You also notice, too, the logo on their armor is like the three-leaf armory, only it's inverted. And you're probably safe to assume that these guys in green and silver are probably members of the Elven Triad.
Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. Let's keep eyes on them. Let's keep eyes on the three other factions.
So yeah, everyone's drinking and partying and having a great time. James eventually comes over and she pours your drinks, and again she is just sweating buckets at this point. Here's your mutton creation. Again, I think there's something to this one. You don't mind if I recreate this, do you?
No, but I get to eat it for free.
But I mean, sure, why not? Also, as she pours your drink, you boys don't mind me asking what group you're with, huh?
Ooh,
we're just a group of traveling chefs
of the bride.
Oh, friends of the bride then, huh? That's interesting. All right then. I mean, they keep some interesting friends, these folks. That's for sure. I just wish they paid their goddamn tabs. When I told you everything...
Where do they have a billing address for the tab?
No, it's more like I just do what they tell me to, and in exchange, maybe they'll release my girlfriend from the Hot Rock one day.
Don't forget, open bar.
Do you know where this Hot Rock is?
She's basically like, keep your voice down. No one knows where the Hot Rock is.
I mean, but it sounds like you know where the Hot Rock is.
Yeah, it sounds like it's that.
She was disappeared in the night, walking home. It's in the city somewhere. That's all I know. Probably hidden somewhere deep.
Hot Rock buried deep.
Where did she disappear from? Do you remember the last place she was seen?
She was walking back from the new place that just opened, the Oasis Cafe.
Okay.
Oh, okay. They don't happen to steal credit card numbers there, do they? little pregame humor there.
Well, I mean, the two folks who run it, they are mighty strange. They rolled into town, about a month and some change ago. They have a real successful business going. They sell the strangest hot brown concoction that you've ever seen. Everyone absolutely loves it.
It's called coffee.
Yes. How did you know?
Oh man, we've been around, man. That's not even nothing new. That's been out for like 2 years now.
Wow. Yes, it's the hottest thing. It's the must-have item. They have lines around
Gotta
the
let it cool
block.
down.
Okay, so now that we found this land's version of the Starbucks, I don't even want to go into it. I just want to burn it to the ground. But I know we will probably lose information we need. Okay, so we've got eyes on other factions. We've got eyes on other factions. Manic Pixie Girl.
Yep.
Corbin's already got a stake in this new restaurant.
In this new restaurant venture. I call it the Corbin.
Yeah.
He went with beer
come
battered
back and
butt
find-
instead of naming it after himself.
Yeah, right.
I come back and I find that there's just like mascots of me all over the place. I'm like, I didn't sign up on any of this.
Oh, I love it.
A group of
Capitalism
bards in the
goes
corner,
hard.
just in weird paper mache like masks, like made to look like Corbin.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Crimson Clover Lounge. Try the new Corbin special.
There's a guy in a giant foam rubber suit that looks like me outside.
Man, I got to charge for likeness rights. So, yeah, you're...
I'm also thinking of a rock pit because they haven't really created a ball pit yet. So
No. Now you're going to be restaurant tycoons.
Yeah,
You leave the
exactly.
life of crime behind and just invest in the next McDonald's.
Gotta find a place to launder the money. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, there you go. Good thinking.
I just want my character to be like the Hamburglar of that Corbin's universe.
Oh, no, it's
The
Antoine.
Corbin burglar.
He ruins pizzas. Avoid the Antoine.
I smell Corbin's around.
Oh my god, when someone fan animates this, please, for the love of God, fan animate this moment.
This is it. Please. Should we? Okay, so what are you guys doing? Because I'm kind of hanging back. I don't want to be taking the lead too much on this.
It's getting later at night now. A lot of the gangsters are retiring to their rooms and everything, not paying their tabs and not tipping either because, evil.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guys who were here that we know are gangsters are about to retire. Could we follow them?
You certainly could try.
Let's do some stealth rolls, guys.
All right, go for it. Stealth it up. And in fact, I will stealth to see if I beat your stealth.
I have one more bite of my Corbin before I roll.
I got 16.
They got a natural 20. So again, you like step on a twig quite hilariously, and they turn and look at you and stare daggers at you before eventually just start walking again.
We all just kind of look away and start whistling.
Try the Corbin.
It's great with honey mustard.
That's all I want. It's just wanted to. You guys just look like you're into mutton. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
That's all I
try
just.
the fire Corbin dipping sauce, new.
Good night. Good night. Dream of mutton.
We're
I'm going to come back and find that they create a sandwich that is just 2 Corbins with another Corbin inside.
The Corbin
and I'm going to burn this motherfucker down.
Everybody's muttering about the new mutton in town. It's the Corbin.
Oh, we go into advertising? Now we're really evil.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Bunch of medieval Don Drapers up in here. I liked you guys more when you were selling drugs and doing protection rackets.
Yeah, we do the opposite of destroying
Honest work.
society.
Yeah, really. So yeah, they sneer at you. They really know you were trying to follow them, and they basically flip you off and walk away.
Okay, that
Well,
was.
then I'm now pissed and I'm going to follow them harder.
All right, they look back at you again and continue to walk, and eventually, as you continue to follow them, you find your way on one of the rope bridges that make up the many alleys of this area, and there is two of them and one of you, so you're all kind of standing on. Now, the bridge is wide enough that two people can stand side by side, but no more than three.
Is the bridge made of wood?
It's like wood and vines and all sorts of shit.
Cool. I fire up my fire fist and tell them if they want to make it to the other side, tell me where I can find my answers.
They took your fire fist. You only have regular fists.
Oh, right.
Oh.
You try and
would
do
have forgotten this.
You try and
We
do
didn't
it,
get
realize
mine
you have no fun.
infused.
Or I kind of know
My character has been too smart recently, so we need this to happen.
Yeah.
So how about this? I kind of nudge Corbin really quickly with the butt of the invisible dagger.
Which honestly,
No, I'm not taking the dagger. I'm using I just cracked my knuckles.
well, here's the thing. As a monk,
I look over at Antoine and just shrug, like I tried.
As a monk, your fists, Thorgy, there literally do as much damage as a dagger would anyway.
Well, there you go.
It's 1d4.
Yeah, I still get
It's fine. All right.
And you still get all your bonuses. You just can't do elemental shit.
Yeah, so in other words, I only get 1 + 5 and not the double +5.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. So it's at this point, what is it? The gangsters start looking at you, and they kind of motion to their belts, and you can see they have, crazy-looking elven scimitars, and they kind of, like, pipe up to you. Are we going to have a fucking problem?
I see them motion their belts, and I motion to my dick.
Some folks just don't want to live. And they pull them out, and is everyone in this combat, or is it just Corbin versus the world?
I'm in for a penny and for a pound.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely making a big sigh and reaching for both my weapons.
All right.
It's like, well, he pointed to his dick. How could I not fight with him?
That was
follow
my
this
point,
man to
dude.
hell.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you going to
everyone
do?
in my party like presents themselves. I'm like, I gotta back them up.
Yep,
Okay.
he has a point. Man has a point.
Here, let me find elven gangsters in my thing. I know I have it written down here somewhere. All right, here it is.
Just in case I decide to fuck this up.
Oh,
Yes.
I have literally like statted everything for fear. That's like they're gonna try and fight this, aren't they? And I'm gonna be sitting there with my dick in my hand, not knowing.
What
What were the stats on the bartender?
Yeah, really.
No, what were the stats on the guy in the wheelchair?
I mean, hey, just because I statted everyone doesn't mean everyone has high stats or can stand a chance.
I'm just checking to make sure you actually did it.
Right.
I want to know how far you went with this.
Yeah, really. All right then. So what is everyone's rolls?
17.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, hot damn. So that's
Natural 20.
oh, really? 12.
Yep.
Oh my god, again I'm last. Even when I got above a 10.
That's amazing.
Right there, buddies.
So these two Jagovs only roll a 6. They look kind of tipsy. They were probably drinking pretty hard that night, watching over everyone. So yeah, Kurt, you get to move first, dude.
Okay, so they haven't acted yet, so I'm definitely gonna take advantage again.
Yeah, most definitely. You go for that one, man.
Okay, so I'm rocking the rapier
Yes, sir.
and the little dagger. So am I allowed to, with taking advantage on someone who hasn't taken a move yet, am I still allowed to do dual wield?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, you can just like hit up all the things. You still got to hit them though.
I love it when a DM's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Okay. Mini dagger first. And that is, that's nothing. That's a 10 plus 2.
They
So
have
that's only a 12.
they have very nice chainmail, so no, that kind of glances off their armor.
Okay, going back to the other D that's doing well. Rapier. Ooh, that's a 14.
That's still.
Plus-
Oh, you're plussing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, hold on a second. That's the rapier is, I've already forgotten. Damn it. Oh, that's 14 plus 5 is 19.
Oh yeah, that most definitely hits him. You pierce his chainmail real good. And is that a regular one and an electricity one, or just a regular one with your sneak attack?
Oh,
shit
let's
attached?
throw some electricity on top of that. Hell yes.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
So that's a 1d8 plus 2?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah.
For your regular attack, and then you get to roll a d4 of electricity on top of it.
Right. So that's 7 plus 2 is a 9.
Okay.
And then 1d4. Ah, shit, only a 1.
Okay, that's fine too. Yeah, you hear him sizzle inside his armor. He gets hecka fucked up. But as you notice too, the damage that you're doing, because this is kind of a flimsy bridge, all the damage you do here, half of it actually gets transferred to the bridge you are standing on.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys.
So yeah. So be aware. Again, anything can happen.
All right.
You could kill these guys before the bridge gives out. You don't know. The bridge still looks pretty sturdy right now, but you definitely felt it kind of move under your feet where it's like, bridges shouldn't probably do that.
Sweet, a speedrun fight. Let's do this.
A little bit. This is how Joel keeps combat interesting.
Could I make my spectral weapon into any construct I want? Say, like a spectral bridge?
Yes, you can Green Lantern the fuck out of this if you want.
I mean, that keeps the bridge from falling so you guys can properly fuck these guys up.
If this really works out, we're never speaking of this again.
Here's the problem, though, with that. That's a concentration spell, Josh, so if at any point your concentration gets broken during this, like if you try and do anything that's not Ghost Dong, or if you get hit too hard, you will lose concentration.
Okay.
You know what? I'll take the L for my boys if need be. I'm gonna make a bridge to make this more sturdy so that they can lay that smack down.
All right, so yeah, a spectral bridge is formed under this actual bridge. It's Bridgeception, a bridge within a bridge.
Goddamn right, double bridging it.
Yeah, so that's real good. And with that, Aaron, it's your turn now.
I'm going to go to grapple the one who was not already attacked.
Okay, so you're going for the one on the right then, not the one on the left.
And we're fighting 3 of them, right?
No, there's only 2.
Only 2? Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
So you roll a strength, I roll a strength, and we'll see what comes up.
Oh fuck! It was a 1.
Hey,
well, plus my strength is a 4.
And I rolled a 6. He's a slippery drunk, so he's able to give you the slip, and he's like,
You know what? I feel bad about that. I'm going to use my second win.
Yes.
Didn't you already use your second win in the fight? Oh no, that was yesterday. So
we rested.
That's right,
Yeah.
you did. So yeah, you still have a second win.
And now that becomes a 21.
Okay, so yeah, you yeah, nothing I roll is gonna. Yeah, you grab him. You're now wrestling him on the bridge.
Wrestling.
Wrestling him real good.
Come here, you drunk son of a bitch.
Basically, yeah.
Now we're all wrestling on the bridge dick. Which is great.
You think you're so
Which,
tough?
by the way, I really am picturing it like this entire bridge coming from your crotch. Like, you have to understand, like, just because that's how many times you've used this weapon in that fashion, and I'm like, that's where all the power is now.
That's something you have to talk about with your therapist, dude. I made a regular bridge.
Sometimes a bridge is just a bridge.
Yeah.
All right, so with your turn done, the guy that Vorlin had hit earlier, he's still kind of smoking, but he pulls out his scimitar and he presses a little button on it, and you see that this is one of those fabled double elven scimitars. So basically, he's Darth Maulin it all over the fucking place now, and he's gonna try and get some revenge on you, Vorlin, there, for hurting him so bad before, and he is going to roll. That's an 18.
Shit.
So he actually hits you for 2d4 plus 3. So,
all right, give it to me.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he slices you up for a pretty good 12.
All right, so that's going to take me down to 22.
And also, too, I have to subtract his damage from the bridge because he's flinging his shit all over the place there, and the bridge ends up taking damage as well.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, Josh, you again. Keep in mind you're concentrating on keeping the dick bridge around. So you're.
Why is everybody making this a dick bridge?
It's a dick bridge. Just own it. It's a dick bridge.
Orland says dick bridge. Double down on the.
By the way,
fine. It's a phallic bridge.
Our characters are definitely having this argument.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. And the Elven Triad guys are looking at each other like, are these guys fucking insane?
I'm just like, well, I made a regular bridge. Are you sure? Because it looks like a huge dick, dude. Like,
All right. So,
I don't think you noticed it.
so do you dismiss your Green Lantern construct, or do you keep it going?
Well, I keep it going because they're causing more damage to the bridge.
This is actually kind of perfect, isn't it? Because there's 2 of them and 3 of you, so one guy can actually play defense. I did not have that in mind when I made this encounter.
Aha, you didn't realize I was gonna do something useful.
Thank you for
That's what you fucked up.
thank you for making
on
this
a very
smarter.
personal note, I feel very supported by your dick bridging.
Not a dick bridge.
And with that attitude, it never will be. All right, Corbin, on to you now.
Okay. So I'm grappling the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to, which means I have an advantage right now.
Yes, you do.
Which means I roll twice, right?
Yep.
I'm going to tell Antoine to open up a hole in the bridge right underneath him, and I'm going to shove him through the rickety bridge that's already there.
Oh, smart. Okay, yeah, you roll twice with advantage. I'll roll, and we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it just because he's the only one who recognized that it was just a bridge.
Dick bridge.
I believe in your architecture skills. First one was 11.
All right.
And the second one is a 20.
Oh.
Not natural 20,
Oh,
but
okay.
Oh, we'll still take it.
I assume I'm adding strength, right?
Yeah, and he
Okay.
only rolled a 10, so yes, you push him through it like you would a pole into the earth, and he goes right through the rickety bridge, and this is the point where I'm editing this later, because I'm going to put in the Wilhelm screen, so he's just... and he falls for
That
like
was
a...
the goofy scream you did.
Wilhelm scream, goofy scream. It's all good comedy screams. He falls for about a good 3 minutes before you end up hearing a splat down below, just like the most sickening splat ever.
I do believe the DM is trying to kill us, guys.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, it ends up becoming the gangsters' turn again. The 2 gangsters who have now become a gangster team of 1. And this
I need to interject for a second. I don't think I got my turn because I've only done 1 attack so far.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
true.
I guess. Okay, well there you go, Kurt. You get your turn now, and you had a 20. Sorry,
I'm like raising my hand really quickly, like pause, time out.
the numbers are all blurring together on my sheet. Sorry, it's that time of night.
Fine, you're okay.
Give him some community college pamphlets. We don't have to kill everybody. We can save some.
Oh yeah, we should ask this one guy where he was going.
Should no. Let's just kill him. I'm going draconic breath.
Okay. Oh, right on. Nice. All right. So you roll, I roll, and if you get above 15, it's what is it? Full damage, and below is half damage.
Okay. Let's go. Shit. 10.
10. All right. You still do half of 2d6. So roll 6 twice, and then cut it in half.
I'm just gonna let 2 6s fly. So 5 and 1, so it's gonna take it down to 3.
3. All right then. So you do 3 damage to him, and yeah, he now has icicles hanging off him. Not looking too good. Your frost damage also, you get a little frost on the bridge, but it's like very, very negligible.
Okay.
Because at that point, it's like a half of a half. So, all right, now it's the gangster's turn again, and he's going to try and get some revenge on Corbin over there, for pushing his buddy to his ultimate death, and he is going to get... Oh, he gets a natural 20. Holy shit. So this is... Oh, this is going to be crazy, is what this is going to be. So that ends up being 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... So that's 16 points of damage altogether. He kind of like, again, Darth Maul.
From what?
From his Elven Scimitar.
Okay.
Double Scimitar. That's why it's 2d4s of damage, because he's hitting you with both ends.
The scimitar squared.
Scimitar squared.
Oh, right, and you get to double it. It's not advantage. You get to double it. Got it.
Yeah.
Right. And also, too, because that's what that was, the bridge also ends up losing more integrity, and it's looking pretty rough right about now, actually, with all the damage has been done to it.
All right.
But yeah, I was gonna say it's supposed to be back to Kurt, but yeah, I guess it is back to Kurt again. He just took his turn late, so it's your turn again, Kurt.
Cool. So I recovered great. Let's do a dual wielder. Try to put this guy away with the invisible dagger and the rapier.
Go for it.
So rolling with advantage. Let's get these dice out of here. Bad player curse. Hold on a second. I got with the rapier. I got 11 plus 6 makes it 17.
That's gonna hit.
All right. And what am I rolling on that?
Are you hitting him with the rapier or the dagger first?
That was the rapier.
Okay, that's 1d8 then.
All right. I got that. Shit. I was only 2 plus 3 is going to make it 5.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you stab him real good in the kidney area. He's down on one leg at this point.
Okay. Okay, dagger to the neck while he's down at like striking level.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Oh, that's an 18 plus whatever I got.
Hot damn, that definitely hits.
All right. What did we decide? That was a 1d4?
Yeah, 1d4. Well, plus 3 because that's your dexterity. And a dagger is technically a finesse weapon. It can be both a dex weapon and a finesse weapon.
Okay, so 1d4. That's a 4 plus 3. That's a 7, baby.
Okay, so yeah, you drag your invisible dagger across this poor schmuck's throat, and just a sea of red comes pouring out, and he dies, straddling the bridge side there. And speaking of the bridge, it's just ka-chunk, ka-chunk, crumble, crumble after all of these as this dead guy puts his weight on it. You figure this thing ain't gonna last much longer.
I grab onto Antoine's dick bridge as hard as possible.
You do. You sure do. And
bridge.
And yeah, you're sitting there right now with a hole in the bridge and at least one elven triad corpse.
All right, I will pick up the corpse and then walk towards the under end of the bridge because that's clearly where they were going.
All right, yeah, you do just that, and as you crest the side safely and make it to the other end, you actually see two familiar figures waiting for you at the other side of the bridge. It's the two flower-selling elf women from when you entered the city.
Yo, they're gonna do us a solid because we bought a flower, right?
At this point, they speak up. Fancy swordsmanship you boys have going on there. To think these elven triad boys thought they were tough.
I have no cash left on me, only my card. I'm sorry.
I don't carry cash. I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right. My sister and I, we were looking for people just like you who may be able to help the betterment of Treetop. We know that you're no friends of the Triad, and, well, our mistress would like to meet you.
Are we about to join the Avengers?
You've stepped into a bigger world that you never knew.
They're about to talk us into selling flowers at nightclubs like they do. This is all a scam. They're just trying to recruit us.
Okay, at this point...
It starts with the Girl Scout cookies, and then it goes into this flower thing. One big system.
They realize that you're kind of hard to convince at this point, so right now they pull down their hoods. You see one is a redhead, one is a brunette, and on the neck of one of them, you see, an elven triad tattoo, but it's a different color, and they say, "We work for Lady Athena. We are her handmaidens."
Oh, so they're kind of like a splinter group from the Triad?
Yes, splinter group, that's exactly it. There was a civil war here a couple months ago. Our mistress was disposed, and now is a prisoner from her brother.
Made y'all get neck tattoos? Oh, whatever.
We're making a joke earlier, but I guess we're now really in. All right, cool. So, what is this mission that you need?
Our mistress will want to meet you, get you up to speed. It seems that we all share common enemies.
Ooh.
The cable company.
Tell me about it. Fuck those guys.
Yep.
And I think on this note right here, as we've been playing for a little over 2 hours, is the perfect cliffhanger to end it on.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go.
We're going to fight the cable company next episode.
We're not bad people. We just don't want to pay extra for HBO. All right, so there you go, everyone. Thank you so much for joining another installment of Capes and Quests. We covered so much ground this episode. I did so much writing, and I wasn't sure if you were going to get it all in one sitting, and by God, you got it all in basically one sitting.
This is easily the longest episode we've done, I believe.
I think we've done I think we did one that was 2 hours. This is like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So yeah, you're probably right.
Feeling good about it.
Yeah, hot
This
damn.
was a good episode. It was meaty.
Yeah, for real.
That's an Avengers level episode right
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It was 2.5 hours.
So thank you everyone for watching and listening. We really appreciate it. Again, if you're watching this later when I upload it on YouTube, please comment, because I always like to know who's watching this and what they enjoy about it. If you are a fan of D&D, I have a link down in the description to my Amazon storefront. You can pick up a D&D starter kit, and you can do that yourself. And you put a little money into my pocket, which I put back into the show, and God willing, one day I can actually start paying my friends for coming out and hanging out. We gotta get those shirts made. We gotta get that D20 Degenerate shirt finally made so people can buy it.
It's all about the swag.
Hey,
Hell
you
yeah.
pay us an adventure, sir.
Most definitely. So on that note, everyone, I'm going to bring this one to a close, and we'll be back again. Hopefully not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that for further adventures. So bye-bye.